Hello everyone. This is a video on alignment. I'm making this video because it's such an important concept. Your alignment is essential to the flow of your life. When we are in alignment, we're acting from our true nature. We're aligned with our values. We're aligned with our purpose. We're aligned with who we want to be and how we want to show up in the world. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you a comprehensive way of developing your alignment and a succinct formula for understanding alignment and how to act upon it in the world. But before we get into that, what is alignment? What am I expressing in this term alignment? Now, the teachings here come from many different wisdom traditions who have articulated similar truths. What we give out is what we receive. We are in each and every moment, we're a vibration, yeah? Body, mind, emotions, cumulatively, all this stuff as one is a vibration that we're putting out to the universe. And we're attracting in based on what we're putting out. But it's fine-tuning this subtle vibration through the mind and its orientation towards the thoughts it thinks, the belief systems it's acting upon, positivity in the mind versus negativity, the emotional state, what emotions and energy are we offering out, which deep-seated negative emotions are we holding on to. This is all contributing to our unique vibration at any one moment, yeah? So we do this vibrational and energetic work. We do this alignment work, yeah? One thing. So here's a succinct formula. This is what I teach in my coaching system and live by to the best of my abilities. Step number one is aligning with the highest path of love, dharma, and excitement. I'm going to break this down in a little bit, so let's just keep it there for now. Our highest path of love, yeah? I'm sure you can tap into that on some level in your own way. We align with this, and then we act upon it. Whatever love inspires us to do, whatever is most exciting for that highest path, we act upon it without hesitation, expectation, or attachment. Step number three is that we cultivate an equanimous mind. This is a mind of regulation. This is a mind of positivity. This is a mind that is receptive to life. And the fourth principle is that we create. We create our life from the highest perspective, which means that as we're acting, cultivating, and creating, we may witness the limiting beliefs, the negative emotions, blocked energy in the system, which may manifest as physical holdings. We observe these things and we clear them to maintain the steady flow of movement, which is us acting upon our highest path without hesitation. This builds a flow in life, which is like dancing, yeah? When we encounter fear, what happens? Typically the breath stops, we pause, fight, flight, freeze, out of harmony with the flow of things. We're looking to cultivate Wu Wei, the Taoist idea of effortless action. This is our personal path of harmony and authenticity. When we're centered in our own being and acting from that inspiration, no longer are we doing, as many in our society and culture are doing, as a reflexive action that has been often carried on since childhood, rather than going through the process of releasing the conditioning and doing the work to tune in to the wisdom of the heart and aligning with the deepest parts of ourselves and our values and our dreams, etc., so that we can act from that path of love and not from the fear conditioning. So once again, the formula is to align with our highest path, to act upon it to the best of our abilities, to cultivate our state, and to create our path, to create our story, to write our story from the empowered and highest perspective. So let's go through the 1 through 8 formula, yeah? This is my 8-limb alignment coaching structuring. Now, number 1 is the one love. It's our alignment. This is a vast topic. Each of the numbers, it's a 1 through 8 system, has many different aspects to it. I'm going to be brief in this short video here. But one love is one I would like to go into more detail on because it's the most important. As Bashar says, it's the driving engine and the motivational mechanism of behavior. Our one love, as expressed earlier, is our highest path of love, our highest path of dharma, our highest path of excitement. Bashar says that our excitement is the translation of our true core vibration, of our soul's essence speaking through. That excitement is the clarity in our system of there not being any disharmony or fear. It's the open energy that is us connected to our source, which gives us this excitement, this fuel to move and act in the world. Our highest path of love is the path of here, yeah, the path of the heart. It indicates an orientation towards going in here before going out there, sourcing action from inspiration. This helps to keep us from fear-based conditioning and helps to anchor us into true north. Our highest path of dharma is an expression of us being in harmony with our true nature and acting upon the highest level of harmony. The understanding I have here is that we all come into this world with gifts, unique offerings for this life. When we're living in harmony with those gifts and our purpose for this life, we're living our dharma. That's the best thing that we can do for ourselves and for our family, our community, and the earth. Also within the number 1 alignment, one love, is our values. Our highest value is something I like to get people to get introduced to, because often this is like our life theme. And we have many themes in life, but there's often one theme in life or one value in life that we really cherish. And when we know this theme, we can orient towards it and we can look at our life. We can introspect whether we're acting upon that theme or the theme's opposite, the shadow of the theme, yeah? For example, one of my themes is harmony. It's a value that I hold. So I can look at my life and I can go, what's out of harmony? Am I out of balance? For example, is my nervous system out of balance? Why? I can look at the belief systems of why I've been acting in that way to pull myself out of harmony, and I can understand the learnings and then bring myself back to harmony, which is part of the process of learning about higher levels of harmony, is coming out of harmony. So I forgive myself in the process. And then as I come back into harmony, I'm all the wiser. Also built into the highest path of love and dharma and excitement is our value themes, as I've expressed, and our pathway of like giving our gifts. This is the hardest one to express because it is very multi-dimensional, pardon me, because there's so much of you that's expressing itself and experiencing life on all different levels. But the key here is that it feels good to be in harmony. This is the orientation, and when you know it well. You can sit deeply within yourself. This will be represented by the breath's depth in your body and the level of ease and allowing of your natural being to express itself without guardings, without the masks, without the faulty voice, with the depth of who you are coming out. So key to understand this. Number two. Two is the two fundamental forces, yin and yang. So when we're looking at alignment, we first want to align with what is our dream, what is our values, what is our purpose, what is our true core vibration, yeah? Hammering in enough of these ideas and concepts to direct and orient the mind towards what we want. What is the vision for our life? And then what is needing to be brought into harmony or balance within first the division of yin and yang. We can always begin with ourself. Is my nervous system regulated? Do I need energy or do I have energy? How is my breath? Is it balanced between inhale and exhale? Is my body too acidic? Do I need rest? And we can go through this kind of polar analysis between the opposites to find our harmony in the middle. From the 2 to the 3, there are 3 realms and 3 choices. The 3 choices comes from Paul Chek, one of my holistic health coaching mentors. At any one given time, we're making choices, yeah? When we align, then we act. Of those choices, there are 3. We can do nothing, which can be the optimal choice. We can do the suboptimal choice, or we can do the optimal choice. Pretty simple, yeah? Optimal choice helps the most amount of people. It's dream affirmative. Suboptimal is often just helping us. Doing nothing can be the optimal choice, as I mentioned, but that's when we're making a decision. If we're choosing to do nothing because of stagnation or fear, not the optimal choice. There's 3 realms. In the Taoist cosmology, they call heaven the realm above, the stars, the sky. And then there's Pachamama below, and then there's the realm of human and mankind, yeah? We want balance between these 3 realms. The understanding here is our highest level of alignment, not just the one love, purpose, and the dreams. It's us as an individual, not knowing itself simply as an individual, but as a interconnected cell in a greater being or body of consciousness, which includes the energies of Earth, another living being, and that being a continuous flow of energy between you and between the skies above, our star family, and the many connections we have to the beings around us, the forces of nature, etc. Coming into a higher level of alignment, for many people, involves going out into the forest to remember. A lot of this work is about remembering who we are beyond the conditioning, beyond the acquired mind and self, beyond the name you were given when you were born. It's this true core vibrational essence that is beyond language. 4 represents 4 doctors in the 4 directions. 4 doctors being Dr. Diet, Dr. Movement, Dr. Quiet, and Dr. Happy. I'm not going to go into too detail on all of these things, but in essence, the 4 doctors is a system for holistic health. If something's out of balance, how's your movement practices? Coming back to the 2 fundamental forces, do you need restful movements like yin yoga, or do you need activating workout movements to build or express a certain quality of energy in the system? Dr. Diet, that one's pretty obvious. Dr. Quiet is our fundamental need for introspection, reflective time, meditation, and rest. And then Dr. Happiness. This one's very common to have imbalances in our modern society, especially individuals with busy work lives and children. Are we taking enough time to do what makes us happy? When we go into all these things in greater detail, we can set ourselves up with many different values in regards to each of these things. For example, in Dr. Happiness's value system for myself, I value, it is a value of mine, that I do enough things that make me happy to fill my cup, because it's my responsibility and it allows me to serve other people in the best of ways. The 4 directions represents mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. The 4 dimensions of self. Won't go too deep into that now. Leave that there. 5 represents the 5 elements in its relationship between 5 element theory of traditional Chinese medicine. What I'll touch in on here is it's connected to the 5 negative emotions. That's anger, anxiety, worry, sadness, and fear. If any of these are built into our system, this is part of our vibration, yeah? This is part of the vibration that we're offering the world. So we want to have a check-in. We want to have practices that help us to release those emotions and understand if there's frustration. Yes, we want to clear the frustration, but what is the fundamental belief system that we're operating that's causing that frustration? If we simply clear out the frustration from our system, we decompress and have a catharsis, we may not get at the underlying belief structure. If we can get at the underlying belief structure, we can rewire the fundamental conditioning and reach higher levels of alignment because we operate off of different axioms, and this changes our orientation and opens up new levels of liberation and freedom. 6 is the 6 fundamental holistic health principles, which are your eating, your drinking, and your breathing. Then they are your thinking, your sleeping, and your moving. Not going to go into too much detail there, but once again, this idea of your alignment. You want the highest level of alignment. What are your values for each of those? How are you acting upon those values? And is there a higher path for you to optimize those things so that you can bring your body, your mind, your thoughts, everything into a dream affirmative way of being and acting in the world? There's also 6 major body zones, and we want balance among those zones for optimal health. We'll go into that now. 7 chakras. Many of you are familiar with the 7 chakra system. 7 chakra system has many different dimensions, as relating to the body, as relating to the emotions, as relating to the mind, and the subtle energy currents. For this video, I'll just mention that there's associations with different parts of the body and connections between different psycho, emotional, and physical concepts. For example, there's a relationship between finances in the 1st chakra. There's a relationship between love and the 4th chakra. Once again, just like the holistic health principles, as we step into higher levels of alignment, we're reorganizing the belief structures of the previous way of being and acting in the world, and finding a higher level of awareness and recognition of who we are, not just as an individual, but as a higher awareness of who we are as a soul, as a unit in this collective consciousness, as God, as one with all that is. Each of those requires a higher level of awareness and a different belief structuring of how we would operate and enact ourselves or act in the world, pardon me. And then 8 is the 8 directions of gratitude. I'm not going to go in all the 8 directions, not too important for this video, but know that as we give gratitude, we put ourselves in the receptive mode. This is like the end of the formula, yeah? I have a simple alignment meditation which drops us through these, and different alignment practices which help us with the orientation of our energy body towards these things. Because it's all about that feeling. It's all about the vibrational essence we cultivate. And that should be palpable. If you're in alignment, you know it and it feels good. When you're out of alignment, typically what happens is it doesn't feel so good because we're operating in limiting and negative beliefs, which are attracting negativity into our life. And those negative belief structures often will cloud our vision of the right path and create resistance towards doing the right thing. Whereas when we're doing the right thing, it's like eating healthy. Typically there's a momentum of, oh, I'm eating healthy, I want more healthy food and more healthy food, yeah? So having a comprehensive way of looking at alignment allows us to have a structure we can regularly, at regular intervals, come back to check ourselves in at all these different levels of our being and the way that we're acting in the world, to continue to fine-tune our alignment. And as we continue to refine it and develop, it becomes more clear, the vibrational essence, which builds the flow in life, which builds the Wu way. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like any more video, just comment in the links and I can share more. If not, visit my links and websites. Thank you for watching. All my relations.